Hi there everyone, welcome to Soul Alchemy. In this video we bring you the June forecast for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising sign. If you'd like to know how this month is gonna go, you just have to carry on watching. So, this is the spread we have for the month of June for those of you of Taurus sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. If you have any doubts regarding your rising sign and your moon sign, I'm going to leave here a video where I show you how to make a natal chart online for free and how to identify your ascendant and your moon sign, your rising sign and your moon sign, okay? So, without further ado, let's go into the spread. We have here, as the energy of the month, the Chariot and the Five of Earth, Five of Coins. So, Five of Pentacles. So, these cards that I'm using this time, this is the Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot. So at the bottom of each card you have a small message that will let you understand a little bit more about what the card is talking about. So I'm going to read this before I begin the interpretation on each card, so that you know a little bit more about this card and you have a little bit more food for thought, because sometimes there are some other areas that can resonate a lot more with you than what is obvious. So, the Chariot. The Chariot is represented by the Archangel Metatron and comes with the following message: an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, and public recognition. And the Fifth of Earth, the Five of Pentacles, says fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. So, what do I gather from this? The cards these cards tell me about a month on the go, meaning the card of the Chariot is a card that talks about movement. Not as much, for example, as the Wheel of Fortune, but also a lot of movement. Things are on the go, things are moving, things are evolving, and you need to work with them. So, this is it. With this card, what happens is, if on the previous card, that would be the Lovers, you made a choice, and here you have to make decisions. Meaning, if you decide to turn on your right, what do you need to do to be able to turn right? And then you prioritize. This is what I call the to-do list card. And here with the Chariot, you decide exactly how to align your strengths, your weaknesses, your resources, so that you can get towards what you want to achieve. That's the purpose of this card, so that everything works together to a common goal. That's the point. So this month, it's going to be a lot of stuff is going on, and you have to organize everything so that everything goes right and according to your wishes, so that it takes you where you want to go. But it comes with a Five of Pentacles on top. The Five of Pentacles, as it says here, fear surrounding money. This card usually is depicted with people on the outside of a church, or people wounded, or people begging, but there is always somewhere around them where you can see light, where you can see the coins, where you can see some sort of fruit. They just usually have their backs turned on it, so they don't see the blessings that are around them. So this is the case. The wisdom to accept help from others. This is a situation. It may be the case that around you there are resources, around you there are people willing to help you, but you just either are too proud to seek help, or you are too self-absorbed on your situation, and you don't the misery that's going on the hardness of the situation, the hardship that you're going through, and you don't see the blessings around you. So this card is very dubious. I'm going to say personally it's the card that I hate the most in the whole deck. Because to me it talks a lot about misery, it talks a lot about financial dependence. And I've come to grow to accept it and to see it in a very different light. Because sometimes you go around your life as a beggar, as if someone owes you something, you go and you kind of don't feel good about asking them for what is right that you receive and what is yours. And you have to cut a little bit on that kind of mentality. If you worked for it and it's yours by right, you should go and ask it politely but assertively, okay? Never go as if you were afraid of being inconvenient, as if you were afraid of receiving a negative answer. Just go assertively and confidently, because the key to this card is for you to be a little bit more confident, okay? And not to be so afraid of what's going on, because the universe is very abundant, and most of the times we don't know how to look at the abundance that is around you. Okay? We don't know how to look at the abundance that is surrounding us, and that's what creates that sensation, that feeling of lack. Okay? So during this month, just prioritize everything. You may need to stretch your already thin resources so that it's able to do everything or do the most that you want. So okay, it's going to be a month that it's going to be tricky regarding money, but at the same time, make sure that you use it for the best, and make sure that you take advantage of everything that is around you. If there's someone who can help you with something for free or for a short or for a better price, go for it. If you have a family member that can help you with something, a friend, don't hesitate to ask for help, because that might be the key for you to learn also how to prioritize, okay? Then we come to the obstacle of the month that is so connected to this energy. That is the card of the ego, usually the devil, and the Knight of Water. The card of the devil, or the ego in this deck, comes with the Archangel Jophiel and says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. So again, we come to the material realm, to the material fears. We have that same situation, that same information in here. I always like to say, how does the card of the devil work? The card of the devil is not a bad card, not by a mile. Why? Because the card of the devil represents your own self-control, your own power, your personal power. I mean, for example, if you work and your boss at the end of the day piles up a lot of stuff on top of your desk, and it's 5 minutes to the time that you have to go out, and he just piles a ton of stuff on your desk, and you say, hey, I want this done tomorrow, and you stay late. And the next day again, and the other day again, and the week goes by and the month goes by, and after a while your exit time is not, say, 6 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock, and all of a sudden, once you try to regain your personal power and you say, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore, they say, why? It's your job. But it wasn't, but hey, you accepted it, so right now it is. Okay? You see the thing, you see the trap here. Someone took charge over your time because you didn't control it yourself, because you didn't get up and leave and say, I will have this done by tomorrow, by the end of the day. Right now, I have to go home to my family, period. Or if you don't have a family, I have other activities. I'm sorry, my job, my working hours finish at this time. What I had allotted to do today was this. It is done. Tomorrow I will deal with this. But thank you for calling my attention for this that needs to be done. Thank you so much, and I will do it tomorrow. Simple assertiveness, being polite but saying, hey, thank you, I will deal with it tomorrow. That's it, okay? You need, the card of the devil is regaining your personal power. This card shows you the vices. For example, if you're addicted to gaming or to drugs, the devil would represent whatever it is that takes away your personal power. If you're addicted to gaming, to gambling, you wouldn't be able to You go by a casino and you lose your personal power towards the casino so that you can go and gamble. So that's your devil. But if you are not addicted to any of those things, you keep in charge, you keep being powerful, and you only go there if you want to have a good time with friends. Say, just want to try your luck. You go there and then you go home and it doesn't bother you anymore. Okay? So this is an example that I give you so that you can understand the card of the devil. So this is the obstacle for this month, for you to regain your personal power. And your personal power may also come from the ability to ask for help. And you have here the Knight of Water that talks about someone emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative, and talks about falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, and an invitation to a social event. So this, I would say, since this is in a negative position, since being negative, the fact that it's the obstacle for this month, I would say that you are either being stretched thin through a lot of stuff, including social events, and you feel like you don't want to go there, or they are inconvenient. It may be the case that there are some allegiances that are proposed to you that you feel like you are being controlled by accepting those allegiances, so careful. Again, you need to ask for help, but you need to learn how to accept help, but don't fall into draconian conditions just because you think that you need this or that done, or this or that money, whatever, okay? Careful with what you do, careful with the allegiances that you strike, the deals that you strike, and how they may affect you. Don't let others control you. Don't let favors that you ask for control your life. You need here to have a very, very delicate balance so that you can regain your personal power. That's going to be the gist for this month, is for you to feel empowered instead of feeling trapped by all the conditions that are going on around you, by everything that is moving so fast, and you feel that is like you don't have any control over anything. Okay, so let's see for love for Taurus. We have the Empress coming with the Archangel Gabriel, and it talks about lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others, and the Four of Air for spades of swords, and it talks about time to rest or take a vacation, allow more time before making a decision, meditation may provide answers. So what do we have here for love for Taurus? With the Empress, I would say that it's going to be a great month. If you already have a partner, it's going to be a wonderful month, a peaceful month with this four of air here. It will be great for you to go out for a couple of days for a vacation or for a weekend out, something that would allow you to reconnect a little bit more with each other, and actually to use a little bit more of this carnal energy, because the Empress also has a lot to do with the physical area. Okay, she is the goddess of the earth that provides you with abundance, it provides you with fruit. So it has to be fertile, it has to be fecund, it has to be touched, or you see. So it also has here a very physical kind of energy going on. So it would be great for you to use this. If you do not have a relationship right now, I would say that not one but many people would be interested in you this month. A lot of them would come forward and showing you their interest in you. So it might be a very, very interesting month romantically speaking. But at the same time, this Four of Air says that you need to take a little bit of time for yourself. So it may be the case that even though you are in a social whirlwind, with a lot of stuff happening and a lot of people coming and seeming interested in you and seeming and sounding interesting to you, it may be the case that you need to take some time before you accept a relationship, meditate to see if that person is what suits you, something like this. You see, take it slowly, enjoy, okay? Enjoy the fact that you are the center of attention, and don't jump into something just because you feel like you need someone, okay? Take your time. be the Empress. Let them show you, and I'm saying be the Empress, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Let yourself be showered by attention, okay? So I would say that this is a very positive month. It may be the case that if you decide to fall into a relationship with someone, that person brings you quite a sense of peace. So, regarding money, we already saw with this Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles, that this was going to be a key aspect this month. And here we have it. It comes with the Arcanum number 13, the Death, or in this deck, the Release, by Archangel Azrael, that says the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, and time to move on. Coming also with a Three of Fire, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. What does this mean? You have a card that talks about lacking, you have a card that talks about changing, and you have a card that talks about abundance. This, to me, sounds like there is a position that right now that you need to take regarding your money. Maybe you are overspending, maybe you are paying for stuff that you don't use, maybe you have that gym membership that is being taken away from your bank account every month. You haven't set foot there for 5 or 6 months. Maybe there is a way that you can renegotiate your debts if you're trying to buy a car, a house, start a business, whatever. There is probably something more advantageous to you that you can renegotiate. You have to change the way you are working with your money. Something isn't working properly for yourself and something's got to give, okay? But even though, for example, if you want to refinance something or renegotiate your debts, and you may have to pay a tax or I don't know, a service fee or something that is a little bit more expensive that you were waiting for, after all, in the end, you'll have abundance free for you to use in the later game. So this is for you to make long-term plans. Even though this month you may feel that you have to stretch your already thin budget, it may be the case that something is changing regarding your money life, so that your financial life, so that things will look better in the future, okay? Pay attention to how you invest if you are investing into something. Pay attention if there is a possibility for you to invest into something that would be advantageous to you. Pay attention on what you are paying, if you actually need to pay for those things, if there is anything that you can renegotiate, refinance, repurpose, I don't know, just change something in the way that you deal with your money, okay? Don't forget that the universe also talks about flow. Don't over attach yourself to the money just because you may be afraid that you're not gonna have some later. Pay attention to the opportunities that you may have if you actually make this money flow. Another interesting thing in here would be, for example, if you're waiting for a raise or something, I wouldn't see it now. It probably would be delayed or given to you in batches, okay? Not in full on the first month, but increasing every month until they achieve the value that they have promised you. This is something that I'm seeing here that might be a possible scenario, all right? You may also have to find a different source of income, okay? Change regarding this money life. It may be also that you find an extra source of rent. Okay, going now for your health. For your health, we have the Unity, or the Pope, that comes with Archangel Sandalphon and says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. And it comes with an 8 of water, 8 of cups, that talks about a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Okay, so what do I see with these cards? These cards show me ailments regarding your emotional life. Something in your emotional realm is very heavy for you right now, okay? And it may be the cause for the circumstances that you're going through. With the Pope, it's always necessary for you to seek help, to seek an expert, in this case, seek a doctor, seek someone to advise you, to tell you what's going on and how you can deal with stuff. In this case, I would say that you should go and have an annual checkup if you haven't done it yet. Go for a checkup, go for some tests, blood work, whatever, something that gives you information regarding how your body is. It's possible that you are already suffering with some sort of ailments, either allergies or ailments in your skin, your bones, or your ears. And for example, if you are going through a period of anxiety and you're having eczemas or rashes in your skin due to anxiety, it may be the case that you are having some blockages in your ears, also due to emotional circumstances, and then your ears don't kind of clean themselves as they should, and you may have a little bit more wax in your ears and you're not listening to stuff properly. It may be the case that you feel too rigid, like your joints are too rigid, and you may need some supplements to help you with that. The case in here is that no matter what is going on with you, you need to go to the doctor and have the opinion from an expert, okay? But the solution would not just come from the regular medicine, okay, from the regular doctor. You would need to seek a little bit more help, a little bit more of a spiritual help. I would say not only spiritual but also psychological. If you're going through a case of severe anxiety, go seek a psychologist, someone to give you a hand. Energy therapy such as Reiki, crystal therapy, something that replenishes your energies and that also helps your emotions, okay, helps you feel rebalanced emotionally speaking. That would be great for you, okay, and it probably will help a lot together with the traditional medicine resources. If they give you supplements, medicines, whatever, combine that with a little bit more alternative therapies so that everything may be going on, because maybe and happen in the most harmonious way. Because with this 8 of water, I would say that emotionally you are drained and there is something that you want to ditch from your life, but you just don't feel like it because you have invested yourself so much into it, but it doesn't make sense anymore. So it's time for you to look back, say, okay, it's run its course, I've done my best, I've done my job, it's time to move on. Okay, and be at peace with it. And when you release whatever it is that is weighing you down, you will be able to have a better health. But right now, you need to figure out what you need to leave, and you need to get to a doctor or get yourself checked so that you can increase your well-being. Okay, regarding work, we have the Archangel Haniel with the High Priestess and the 9 of Fire. High Priestess says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. And the 9 of Fire says, don't give up. Protect that which you've reading upside down is kind of tricky. Protect that which you've created, have courage, and believe in yourself. Okay, so here you have a call to arms, a call to defend your position. Say, you have a business, you've created your own business, right now you're strapped for money, but your intuition tells you that it still has a lot more to give. You just need a little bit of a financial air pocket. Fight for what you believe in, okay? Another scenario, you have your own business. You want that to succeed, but you see that either around you a lot of other businesses that are similar have been flourishing, and they are much more competitive than you are. They have resources that you could never aim for, or you feel like, okay, deep down you want to fight for it, but inside you, you know that it's time to move on. Listen to your intuition and don't give up. Protect what you've created. Try to get the best out of that deal, out of that business that you've created, and try to get the best conditions so that you can move on in the best position possible. Okay, don't give up. Believe in yourself. Have the courage to look at things around you and see how it really is. Okay, because protect what you created. It might not be just protecting the business. It might be protecting your family life. I'm sorry, protecting your family life, protecting your other assets that you have gotten from your business. You see, there are many ways to look at this. Other ways to look at this would be if you are working a job for someone, okay, if you have a boss, if you're in a company, working groups or whatever, it may be the case that a lot of stuff is going on behind you. You're not getting the full information of what is going on, and your intuition, your spider sense is already tingling and telling you, hey, there's something going on and I'm not completely aware of it. Someone didn't get me the memo, okay? So you may need to defend or defend your position, or defend your beliefs, or defend a project in your company. It may be the case that you need to make a case for yourself in this company this month, okay? If you are seeking for a job, I would say that it's not a month for you to get a new job unless it is something that nobody knows about. Say you have a friend in a company that tells you, hey, someone is going to quit this day, come to see this person this time, at this day, at this time, present them your resume, I will arrange an interview for you, and you will get the part, you'll get the job, okay? It's an opportunity that it's not public, no one knew about it except one or two people, and through the back door you are taken to an interview, and then you are presented with the opportunity, okay? So if it's not something that comes from a secret, okay, I wouldn't say that you would get a job this month, but I would say that you should carry on delivering your resumes, because with this nine of fire, I would say that not now, but later on you'll get a proposal from one of the companies that you're delivering your resume into, because with this high priestess, it may be the case that your intuition will guide you towards the places where they may need you, and not right now, but in a while they will give you a call from one of the resumes that you have delivered, okay? So pay attention and don't give up. If you are in a place with a contract, I would say that you would still stay there, but probably have to make your case, okay? If we are going to the spiritual area of the month for Taurus, we have the energy of the Archangel Michael with the card of the World and a page of Earth. So Archangel Michael says, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. And the page of Earth speaks about someone scholarly, dependable, patient, successful, and says good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging and a new area of study. So this is what we have regarding your spirituality this month. What do I say? Usually spiritual practices are not only comprised of going to a church or attending ceremonies or doing some yoga or meditation or whatever. Some people find their spirituality to be painting, to be walking on the beach or in the fields, whatever. your spiritual practice is whatever makes you feel connected to the whole, connected to something bigger than you, to something larger than life. That's the point of a spiritual practice. And in this case, I would say that either you are in a situation where you can travel due to your spiritual beliefs. For example, let's say that you started doing yoga, then you have the opportunity to go for a vacation, and you go to India, for example, to learn more about it. That would be one of the cases. That would be trying to go for something a little bit more challenging, okay? It may be the case that through your spiritual awakening, through your spiritual practices, you can incorporate something that will bring you prosperity, either positive affirmations, either some connections that you can make with other people that may bring you a point of view, or an opportunity. For example, say that you can indeed teach yoga, you could find here a part-time job, for example. These are just suggestions in how your spiritual life, not only can it improve, but also can help improve your financial ways. I would say that you feel complete, you feel content with what you have, you want to know more, you want to explore more, okay? You have come to an end of a cycle and you want to just increase the level of what you can do spiritually speaking, either for yourself or as a way of working with other people with your spiritual beliefs, okay? So I would say that this month is great for it. You can also meet other people from other places that have the same sort of beliefs or knowledges that you have, and you can create a different initiative, something else that gives you the possibility for you to experience and practice your spirituality in a different way, starting an association, for example, starting a movement group, let's say a group that has a specific day to every day clean the fields or clean the beach or whatever. You see, I'm going for this cleaning the beach or the fields because this comes with the earth element, so it might be connected to that, okay? So these might be some suggestions that you can incorporate in your spiritual life. Now, let's see what the Ascended Masters have to tell us, and also the Isis Oracle. The Isis Oracle comes with this little book, and it's this card. It's a more Egyptian-oriented oracle, but it has the most powerful messages, and the messages, they are not only small messages, they are big, and they usually come with a ritual for you to do regarding the card that came to you, okay? So check this one out online. I'm sure that you're gonna love it. So let's see. Krishna comes to us talking about find the blessing in your current situation. So with the cards as 10, this is what we have in here as the energy of the month and the challenge of the month. I completely understand what's going on in here. So Krishna is speaking directly to you and says as follows. Every situation offers opportunities to grow and learn. So you have here the 5 of Earth to a T. When we curse a situation, we block its energy flow and things fester and grow worse. In contrast, as you recognize the blessings within your current situation, supportive and healing energy flows towards you. This card comes to you because there is an unrecognized blessing within your current situation. It can be something that you've learned or gained. For example, recognize the blessing to accelerate the healing and manifestation that it's trying to come to you. Additional meanings for this card may be, instead of worrying, pray and use positive affirmations. Know that everything's in divine and perfect order. The situation is resolving itself perfectly. You heal through the power of gratitude. So this ends beautifully, especially connecting also with the spirituality card. Let's see what does the Isis Oracle have to say. So it talks about enter the chamber of healing. Healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. So this says as follows. The spiritual gift of healing is coming to you. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions and allow the healing from the Lady Isis, Mistress of Magic, to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Take your time and create space into which her magic and energy can flow. Expect your miracle. This oracle comes to you as a messenger. Prepare for great changes because they are on their way now. When the Divine Lady Isis offers you a healing gift of magic, it is something to accept as a gift of unconditional love, with open arms. It will be offered without agenda, with the only intent being for your highest good and spiritual growth. It will not necessarily look or feel like you expected, but you will realize in the unfoldment of the process or circumstance that it was a spiritual healing gift from the Divine, even though you may not have immediately recognized it as such at the time. So, this is a powerful message that we have for Taurus this month of June. I hope that you have liked the spread, that it made sense to you, that it could help you and give you some insight on how to conduct yourself through this month. Don't forget to give us a like, a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe and press the bell to know whenever we have new videos around on the channel. Give us a shout on our comment section if you have something to tell, any suggestions, anything. We always are very happy to hear from you. And follow us on Instagram. Every day we have a special message for you. I hope to see you again soon and see you in the next video. Bye!